In the beginning, there were two great forces. They traveled across the countryside, eating human arms, and sometimes grabbing their privates. There were great men in suspenders, along with not-so-great men in headbands. Sometimes girls in white would stand by trees, clearly on the same side with the good guys. And so began the age known only as Wild. Oh yeah, he was there too. In an ancient forest, there was a great debacle, where all manner of hoopla and so forth did desecrate the great land of Ohio. Sometimes they were angry at the ground.
Leave us alone!
The violent displays would carry on sometimes into the night. Fierce and well matched. Sometimes for hours they'd fight. Girls typically don't fight that well, so, Oh, look. Ooh, showdown. Cannibals were the most fearsome of fighters. Having no regard for themselves or others, they were relentless fighting machines that could not be stopped. Even though these two forces were on the same side, they fought like titans. But even the greatest of fighters sometimes met their match, being nearsighted and all, like that guy. There was always a bottle of wine.
Sacramonial bottle of wine.
Sure enough, most of the sneakiest people fought after the battles, so it looked like they were even tougher. 'Cause fighting a bunch of people is not as easy as fighting one girl. Oh no, bandits. Maybe he wants a hug. Oh, 9 bandits.
Pumble stum pumbly pumble.
But lo, they were the warriors of love, and they only wanted to get down. There were those known as the warriors of love, huge into S&M, a colony of confused homosexuals who would attack those they felt would best relieve their sexual tensions. The fighting only got them off.
Holy crap.
Fortunately for anyone who had a run-in with these gays, they were incredibly light and could easily be tossed around with not much effort. There were the fatties, but even they fell subject and the ancient art of distant prostate control. A lot of them had a hard time pronouncing the words Harlem Globetrotter. Close, friend, close. In the forest there were a pair known as the Cuddlywinks twins. A lovable duo of Cuddlywinks and Tweedles. They were bent on giving people hugs and cookies. As far as opponents, they only came off as annoying to warriors.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Yes, the Cuddlywinks twins fought, and sometimes didn't do half bad. But that's still only half good, and they couldn't hold a job to save their lives. Unless it was something very simple, like organize a bake sale. Which they did bravely.
Do you remember when that ninja fought that cowboy with a bullwhip, and they faced off to become the victor in the greatest battle ever known in these lands? Because I don't either. Because I don't either. Do you remember when the Swedish began to market all their waste on eBay? When the cash on earth depleted, they began to wear their trash as clothes instead. I'm from Sweden. Because I don't either. Because I don't either. Do you remember when the Sasquatch got a call but didn't show up to jury duty? When the court took action against him, the world would finally know the truth to both.